Property owners, listen up. The Mahoning County Auditor's Office just launched 2 new services for property owners, all aimed at preventing property fraud. As we monitor headlines across the country about fake listings and property scams, we're going to get you all the details right here at 5 right now to protect your assets. Mahoning County Auditor Ralph Meacham is joining me now. So Ralph, talk about the program. You are going to have protection for folks. What do they need to have in place to make sure that their properties aren't, something that these scammers could latch onto and try to sell?
Well, first, as we both know, it's very important to protect your property. It's your biggest asset, really, in your life for most people. And there's 2 phases. And the first one is it's very easy. You can go to my website and sign up. It's a property tax transfer alert. So you sign up for this, and if your property is transferred, you'll be notified at that time. Now, when people transfer their property, they start at the auditor's office and it goes to recorder and other places. So it's the first stop. So if your property is transferred as it's being transferred, you'll be notified. Part 2 is a little more complicated, but I think much better. Part 2 is you have to come into our office and bring the deed and ID and some evidence that you live there. And we'll sign you up for this. You'll be notified before your property is transferred. So if someone comes in and tries to transfer your property, it'll be frozen until you're contacted and notified, either by email or phone call. And that's really important because after the fact, it's very difficult to get your property back.
Yeah, we're monitoring headlines. I was mentioning Minnesota for one where we're seeing this happen. What typically takes place during a property scam? What would be some of the things that you would notice?
Well, the first thing is, I guess we have to caution people, how do they pick them? They often pick them on properties that are delinquent in their taxes and they look abandoned. So they pick something that looks vacant. That's the one thing that happens. The other thing that happens is we have fraudulent groups coming in. They're getting false IDs, so they try to fool their title people. They try to fool the notary public, so they're getting documents notarized and present them to us. Well, we find some people, we recognize some of these people now, and we stop them at the gate. We don't let them transfer. And we also know that I think some notary public seals have been stolen, and we stop those as soon as we can. So that's what we're looking for.
The services that are advertised all the time, Title Lock and Protect Your Deeds, do those work?
I think they do, but they can't do any better than what we're doing. Matter of fact, it's not as good. I think those other ones work. They want $60 or $100 or $70 for a deed transfer alert. We do it for nothing. And those do it the same way as the first part I notified about or told about, the notification. The second part we have, the transfer will stop at that time, and that's the real protection you have.
And how much have you noticed this in this region? You say you are seeing some bad actors trying to swoop
They come in fits and starts, and we do recognize some of the people. Often they're quick claim deeds. That is traditionally used for homeowners and relatives, passing them back and forth between family members. Well, it's a very simplistic operation, and they were focusing on that. So we're really looking at those and looking at much harder. And then we do have people who are working together on this. We watch for them.
Is there a fee with this? And again, how do people sign up?
There's no cost to the public. You sign up for the part 1 thing about the notification online. And the second part, you could prevent the transfer. You have to come into our office. We see you're really the person and the owner of the property.
All right, great information and good to know ahead of time because like you said, we're starting to see these pick up.
Just one other caution. If you lose your property, these things, it's very difficult to get it back. You're on your own. You have to hire your own attorney and everything else to do it. So by preventing it before it happens, I think it's really a big plus for the taxpayers.
All right, great advice, proactive steps. Thank you so much for joining us right here at 5.
Good seeing you. Thank you.